Weird celebrity deaths you've never heard of. Jane Mansfield, killed in a mysterious car crash. Age at death, 34 1933 to 1967. Birthplace, Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, USA. Known as the working man's Marilyn Monroe, Jane Mansfield was the blonde bombshell of 1950s Hollywood. While traveling with her 3 children, lawyer, companion, and driver, Mansfield's Buick crashed into the rear of a tractor that had suddenly stopped due to fog being emitted from a truck's mosquito fogger. The impact instantly killed Mansfield, her companion, and driver, but her children were miraculously only injured, including Hajate. Rumors circulated that Mansfield was decapitated in the crash, partly due to the car's appearance, which suggested that the top had been sliced off, and because Mansfield's wig was found on the side of the road, leading witnesses to mistakenly believe it was her head. Tennessee Williams, death by bottle cap. Age at death, 71 1911 to 1983. Birthplace, Columbus, Mississippi, USA. Tennessee Williams is widely regarded as one of America's greatest playwrights, but he struggled with depression throughout his life. He was found dead in a New York hotel suite, and while drug and alcohol use were factors in his struggles, the primary cause of his death was asphyxiation. Medical professionals who investigated at the time concluded that Williams died from choking on a bottle cap lodged in his throat. The cap came from a bottle of eye or nose drops that he frequently used. However, some have speculated that this unusual explanation may have been a cover for an overdose. Sonny Bono, death on the slopes. Age at death, 60 to 1935 to 1998. Birthplace, Detroit, Michigan, USA. Best known as one half of the iconic duo Sonny and Cher, Bono later pursued a career in politics. His life was tragically cut short in a skiing accident at South Lake Tahoe's Heavenly Ski Resort. While skiing, Bono collided with a tree and sustained fatal injuries. Adding to the tragedy, Bono's death bore an unsettling resemblance to the recent skiing accident that claimed the life of Michael Kennedy, the son of Robert F. Kennedy, who had died in a similar manner just a week earlier. Lena Clarkson, shot by Phil Spector, or was it an accident? Age at death, 40 1960 to 2003. Birthplace, Long Beach, California, USA. Lena Clarkson, a prominent 1980s actress and model, was found dead inside the home of renowned record producer Phil Spector. Known for both his acclaim and controversy in the music industry, Spector was a polarizing figure due to his dictatorial style and formulaic approach to production. Clarkson was shot dead after a night out at the House of Blues with Spector. This led to Spector's arrest and trial. Although the first trial ended in a mistrial, Spector was ultimately convicted of second-degree murder. His driver reported that after hearing the gunshots, Spector allegedly said, "I think I killed somebody, Throughout his trials, Spector claimed that Clarkson's death was an accidental suicide and suggested that she had kissed the gun. Natasha Richardson refused medical help after ski accident. Age at death, 45, 1963 to 2009. Birthplace, London, England, UK. Best known for her roles in The Handmaid's Tale and The Parent Trap reboot, Natasha Richardson was a celebrated English actress. During a skiing vacation in Canada, she fell and sustained injuries. Despite appearing lucid, Richardson reportedly refused medical assistance, claiming she felt fine, and returned to her hotel room. Later, she developed a headache and was taken to a hospital, where she was found to have an epidural hematoma and was pronounced brain dead. After being flown back to New York, she was removed from life support while surrounded by her loved ones. John Eric Hexam, Russian roulette gone wrong. Age at death, 26, 1957 to 1984. Birthplace, Englewood, New Jersey, USA. Age at death, 26, 1957 to 1984. Birthplace, Englewood, New Jersey, USA. The wadding from the blank cartridge was forcefully expelled and struck Hexam's temple. He was rushed to the hospital and underwent 5 hours of surgery. 6 days later, he was pronounced brain dead. Hexam donated many of his organs before being cremated. Linda Darnell, killed in a house fire. Age at death, 41, 1923 to 1965. Birthplace, Dallas, Texas, USA. After receiving critical praise for her performances in Unfaithfully, Yours, and A Letter to Three Wives, Linda Darnell secured herself among Hollywood's elite. In 1965, she tragically died in a house fire while staying at the home of a former secretary. After falling asleep while watching television with a lit cigarette, she awoke to the smell of smoke and found the living room engulfed in flames. While her friend and the friend's daughter managed to escape, Darnell suffered burns over 80% of her body and died 2 days later. Graham Parsons died of an overdose, body stolen by his friends. Age at death, 26, 1946 to 1973. Birthplace, Winter Haven, Florida, USA. Graham Parsons, an influential country and rock musician known for his work with the Byrds, the International Submarine Band, and the Flying Burrito Brothers, died in 1973 while on a trip to Joshua Tree National Park in California. His friends found him unresponsive, and while coroners ruled his death as heart failure due to natural causes, many sources suggest that complications from a drug overdose were the actual cause. Parsons' body was initially scheduled to be sent to Louisiana for a family burial. However, despite the family's wishes, his friends attempted to fulfill Parsons' personal wish to have his ashes scattered in Joshua Tree National Park. They managed to steal his body from the airport and transported it back to Joshua Tree, where they tried to cremate it using gasoline in the coffin. The attempt was disastrous, and the remains were eventually buried in Louisiana. Andy Kaufman, kidney failure or death hoax. Age at death, 35, 1949 to 1984. Birthplace, New York, USA. Andy Kaufman, a renowned American comedian and prankster, fell seriously ill after being diagnosed with a rare form of lung cancer. He chose to forego conventional medicine in favor of experimental and alternative treatments, including special diets and psychic surgery. In 1984, Kaufman died from kidney failure resulting from his cancer. Despite this, many conspiracy theorists believe that Kaufman faked his own death. The hoax theory gained traction when close friends of Kaufman suggested that he had always planned to stage his own death as part of an elaborate prank.